conversation can be had about some of the themes of American Honey. The Star Wars references, all of the animals, the insects, Star saving the insects. We can even spend some time on Shia LaBeouf's Rat Tail. Nonetheless, one of the common motifs on exhibit throughout American Honey is the theme of religion, God, Christianity, and faith in general. As the film does take place along the Bible Belt of America, it makes sense for spirituality to play an integral role in the film. When the topic of God does arise, it's not presented in good light.
I have been trying to be Christian, but I can see the devil has a hold of the two of you.
I think the devil has a hold of your daughter.
On the surface, you could call American Honey anti-religion or anti-God. However, what I think is the most fascinating thing about this movie is that it carries strong biblical significance and has profound commentary on the role of faith in a community. Narrative parallels, allusions, and hidden themes related to the Bible are commonplace in literature and film. To draw a comparison between these two seemingly unrelated texts, it's important to describe part of the story of Jacob in the Bible. The son of Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob is the younger twin brother to Esau. When born, Jacob emerges from his mother's womb, grabbing Esau's heel, earning him his name, Jacob, or he grasps the heel, or, translated to modern English, guy who is pulling your leg. Deceit and zeal often describe Jacob as his story unfolds in the Bible. In perhaps his most well-known story, Jacob tricked his blind and dying father into granting him his birthright by dressing up in clothing that made his arms feel hairy like Esau's. When Jacob leaves Paddan Aram to return home to Canaan, he and his two wives steal the idols and possessions of his uncle Laban. Jacob also forms a treaty with Laban, which turns out to be a sly ploy to obtain a large portion of his sheep. By the time he reunites with Esau, Jacob's reputation is aligned with his vast wealth and his large family. The traits of deceit find their way into American Honey via Shia LaBeouf's character. His name?
Jake.
Hey!
It's Jake.
Oh, what? Destiny, I'm Jake. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Deceit is central to this film's plot and to Jake's character, as he is the mentor and coach to this gang of misfits that travels the country to sell magazine subscriptions door to door. In doing so, they are taught to dress for success and shift their selling strategies depending on the income levels of the neighborhoods they visit. Jake advocates for changing your persona to align with your prospect. He emotionally manipulates his potential buyers, telling false stories of plans to go to college and of his dead mother.
You know, it's been really hard for us emotionally since my mother threw herself in front of a cow truck about 4 years ago.
It is revealed later in the film that Jake has made a habit of pillaging and stealing from any home possible during his times with the MAG crew. Both Jake's ability to trick America's everyman into throwing away cash on magazines and his habit of stealing jewelry runs narrowly close to the persona of Jacob in the Bible, a man who tricked his father into handing over his birthright and stole sheep and possessions from his uncle. So where does Star fit in? In the Bible, while traveling from Paddan Aram to Canaan, there is a night where Jacob sleeps near a river. Jacob is woken in the night by an angel, and the two wrestle for some time before the angel realizes Jacob cannot be overcome. Jacob asks the being for his or her name, but the angel does not give one.
You don't have to close your eyes or anything. You just gotta tell me, you gotta prove to me your real name is Star.
What's your name?
Star, ma'am.
That's your real name?
Yes, ma'am.
Some interpretations say the being is God. The story in the Bible concludes with Jacob being renamed to Israel, or he who struggles with God. This tussle Jacob has with the angel provides an intriguing platform through which to look at the relationship between Jake and Star in American Honey. Twice in the film, they have a moment where they wrestle.
What's up, G? You can't
Stop.
be doing that shit. You came too close. You came too close.
In two other scenes, they have sex. And this might be a stretch, but the way it is filmed on camera, the physicality of the moment resembles a wrestling match. And when they aren't literally wrestling, There's a symbolic struggle continuously evolving between Star and Jake, made up of jealousy and lust. These moments of grappling together shape their relationship and contextualize Jake's narrative as he's conflicted with finding morality and spirituality and purpose. The most mysterious event of the whole film, though, comes at the end, shortly after Jake has an explosive outbreak after finding out Star prostituted herself. As they dance around a fire, Jake hands Star a turtle. Star sets the turtle free into the water before she wades in, almost disappearing underneath, before re-emerging. The whole thing is very strange, and it wasn't until I watched it multiple times and did some research before I started to form an opinion about what this could mean. On multiple occasions, turtle doves are included in the Bible as offerings to God, in some editions just referred to as turtles. I think just as Jacob asks for God's grace during his return to Canaan, this is somewhat of a parallel, with Jake presenting Star with an offering to show something. Appreciation, forgiveness, peace. I'm not really sure. Now, all this raises the question, why draw this parallel between American Honey, faith, and Jacob's narrative in the Bible? What's the purpose? For me, when you buy into these biblical parallels, the film takes on a whole new dimension. Parts of the film that appear to be straightforward, even trivial, are now profound. The salvation Jacob from the Bible seeks from the wrath of Esau's approaching army gives new and clear meaning to what ails Jake in American Honey. He wants salvation too. Peace, a house in the woods, liberation from his current situation. None of these parallels are really laid bare, but when you bring with you a religious lens to the film, some of it starts to become obvious. Rap music becomes gospel hymns, and rules become commandments. Hey, they even left some time for communion halfway through. Hey guys, my name is Grant, and this was my first video essay. Thanks for watching. It was a really good exercise just overall in terms of capturing the footage and writing out my script. I think it's important to note that this argument I'm making was sparked actually by reading a blog post by Tyler Cohen, who is an economics professor that runs a blog called Marginal Revolution, and I will link his post below this video. Also, I after finding his post, I didn't find anywhere else in the media, no reviews that actually talk about the possibility of this parallel, which one, you could say makes my argument look weak, but I think it makes the debate all the more exciting. So thanks for watching the video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel below, and hopefully look out for some more videos in the near future.